Welcome to Dos Latinas, right here in studio with my beautiful Sarah Lucero.
Well, thank you, Lorena. So glad to be with you all here today because we have got an amazing event we want to share with you. It is going to be celebrating some of our very special first responders coming up right this month in January. And to tell us all about it, we have our special guest here with us today, Sam Merchant, president of the San Antonio Indian Nurses Association, as well as Golda Manalili. She is president of the San Antonio Filipino Nurses Association. So glad to have both of you with us today.
Thank you
for having us.
Well, Sarah Lucero, as everyone knows, 2020 was a year of challenge, and we could have not gotten through without all the wonderful nurses right here in the heart of San Antonio. Sam, tell us a little bit about the event coming up on January the 30th.
So January 30th, 2021, from 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., San Antonio Nursing Consortium is doing its third annual Best 25 Nurses of South Central Texas celebration. This is a celebration of nurses, celebration of hard work that nurses do every single day in San Antonio.
And can anybody attend the event? Is it an exclusive event?
This is an event that's open to anybody to attend this year. Last year and the year before, we were constrained with the space, so we were only allowing a certain number of people. But this year, we are doing the event virtually. Right here in Bonita Production, we will be actually recording and we will be broadcasting live on January 30th at 4 p.m. So anybody can attend throughout the world.
So tell us about the nurses how many nurses are honored? How many candidates did you have?
Oh, this year we have 200 nominees from different specialties, from bedside nursing, to nurse practitioners, to community leaders. So it's gonna be really big.
That is really exciting. Now, what's nice about it is that, it's all about safety. So everybody gets to stay at home, relax, tune in to all the social medias and enjoy and see who the nominees. So I do understand that we have wonderful sponsors. Can you tell us a little bit about your sponsors?
Absolutely, and thank you for asking that question because our sponsors are the heart of all the work that we do in the San Antonio Nursing Consortium. So we are grateful for each one of them. We've got sponsors that are big hospital systems like University Health System and University Foundation, Southwest General and Baptist Health System. But we also have sponsors like Xenex Robotic Disinfection Technology, Sandler Production, and Credit Human, who have been grateful and generous to help us sponsor this event this year.
Now tell us about the candidates. You have so many. I can only imagine their stories are wonderful and inspiring. How do you pick the winners in this competition? I mean, it's got to be difficult. What's the criteria?
Yes, we have different criteria. Some of them are leadership, community service, academe, and at the same time, diversity and inclusion. So those are some of the major criteria that we have to choose the best 25 nurses. And we invited our previous winners to judge. Okay, so watch out for the best 25 nurses.
Okay, so who came up with this wonderful concept? Who came up with the judges? How did this start? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So 3 years ago, San Antonio Nursing Consortium was founded by our very own Dr. Nelson Chuazan. He has been instrumental in bringing 12 different nursing organizations under this umbrella. So when San Antonio Nursing Consortium was founded, he wanted to make sure that we use this platform to recognize nurses in South Central Texas. So he actually came up with the whole idea of the best 100 nurses that was there in DFW. How do we translate that into best 25 in South Central Texas?
Now that's hard, Sarah Lucero. How would you judge that? How would you handle that, Sarah?
You know what? I would find it very difficult to be one of the judges choosing the winners of this beautiful program. I mean, you've got to have some inspiring stories to tell of some of the nurses that you had to read what their story was and to choose as a winner. Do you have any shit to share?
I mean, we received 200 plus nominations. The judging is going on at this time, so we don't know who the winners are. But one of the story that I remember that I read through the nomination was this nurse who actually was instrumental for a COVID patient who has the husband and wife both were suffering from COVID and both were admitted in the university hospital and both were in different floors. So we knew from the doctors with this nurse telling us in the story that the patient was going to pass. So the husband was going to pass and the nurse wanted the wife to have an opportunity to be with the husband at the last minute. So the nurse actually took upon herself to talk to her manager, get both the patients on the same floor next to each other, held the hand of the patient who was dying and let the wife be there in the presence of her husband. And that was something that I think that sets the whole idea of celebrating the best 25 nurses in this time.
It really just, I mean, I'm almost crying just listening to you because I can only imagine what it was like to have to be there and for the nurse to be holding the person's hand and to be part of such an intimate moment and a frightening moment. You know, this has been a scary thing that we're all going through, and a lot of us have lost either loved ones or friends or known of people, and you just never know how it's going to affect you. And to have first responders like the nurses there at the front lines holding your hand, giving you strength, giving you courage, and giving you care is wonderful.
That is right, Sarah. You know what? None of this could ever happen in surviving this pandemic without nurses, like the ones that are fighting for our lives, and also all of the doctors that are out there doing all the hard work, taking their time and rescuing their lives to save other lives, Sarah Lucero. This is a tough year. It has been a year that everyone has fought for everything, Sarah. I mean, from businesses, from hospitals, from us, ourselves, learning, just taking a totally different curve. How is 2021 looking for the nurses and what it's going to be different? Can you tell us a little bit about that, Sam?
So 2020 was identified as the Year of the Nurse by American Nursing Association. And ANA has decided to actually make 2021 as the Year of the Nurse as well. So we are really hoping that with the vaccine coming through and hopefully more and more technology advances, we'll be able to get our lives back to normal and be able to continue to serve the community here in San Antonio. And so thanks to San Antonio Nursing Consortium for bringing all these organizations together so that we can continue to provide the service to the community.
Can you tell us, I mean, you're a nurse, you're a nurse as well. How do you find the courage to every day? I mean, you have to be the courage for that patient. You have to be the leader. You have to be that beacon of hope. I mean, what do you tell yourself every day before you go to work?
That is our profession, it's our calling, and it is just but proper to give the best care possible for our patients. They are families, they're parents of other people, so it's just but natural for us to take care of them the best way possible.
What an honor, what a privilege it is to be able to interview some of the most amazing nurses right here in San Antonio. And the whole beauty about this, Sarah Lucero, is that we are going to be right here at Bonita Productions listening to some amazing stories, and also, Sarah, meeting some of the most amazing nurses that are being nominated for this great opportunity to be winners. Everybody is a winner. I agree. Do you agree?
I totally agree, Lorena. And you all have to tune in. It's going to be January the 30th, and we're going to be broadcasting it from right here, Bonita Production Studios. They are preparing their gala. You'll be able to hear the stories, meet those nurses, and just see what they're all about. And it's all coming up very soon. They're putting all of this together for a big virtual gala to honor these incredible people in our community.
I think it is very important for everyone to stay tuned and follow all the social media. And let me tell you why. Because the best gift that anyone can give someone is a story. A story, because a story makes a difference. A story tells you how you are not alone. And thank you to all the nurses and the doctors, knowing the fact that they are there for us gives us a comfort. But not only that it gives us a comfort, it keeps us moving forward and continuing with our lives without having to be afraid, because everybody needs to know we are not alone. So please tune in January 30th, because you are going to be listening to some fascinating stories about how people have been able to survive and how to move forward. So I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
What advice would you give all of the world out there that is listening to us?
So please keep safe. I know we miss being with our family and friends, but just make sure that we wear masks, keep that 6 feet distance, so that we will help prevent the spread of this pandemic.
Sam, what advice would you give the world out there?
To me, it's unprecedented time. It's difficult for each one of us, and we all understand that. Firstly, I want to thank the community for the support that they have shown to nurses. But at the same time, I want to urge the community to listen to the guidelines that we have from our CDC and our government and our local government, to continue to follow those guidelines, and we will get through this together.
So hopefully, with the vaccine now coming out, and as we see it taking effect, in the near future, we'll be able to get more back to more of a normal, living style, and maybe be able to, shed our masks somewhat and not have to just practice all of the social distancing that we do. But for now, let's do it. Let's just keep doing it. Keep staying safe. Keeping each other safe. Because if maybe you don't feel vulnerable, you know that somebody in your life might be vulnerable, someone you don't know or that you're close to. So do it for somebody else if you are concerned at all about being safe during this pandemic.
Now, Sam, I want you to tell everyone out there what has been the feedback of the vaccine.
So we have received, really initially the data said that only 35% of the healthcare workers were approving of vaccine, but the most recent data says 66% of the healthcare workers want the vaccine. So we are currently in the tier 1A and 1B of the vaccine, which is for the healthcare workers, and majority of the people are coming forward and taking the vaccine. The first week was a little slow, but the last couple of weeks have been really steadfast in people coming forward. Even ones that did not were comfortable with the vaccine are actually coming forward. So I'll highly encourage each one of them to please take the vaccine. I have taken mine.
I got mine.
Okay, all right. So I want to know, how did you feel after you took the vaccine?
It was initially scary. The night before my appointment for the vaccine, I really could not sleep because I was just scared because of all the media and stories that you've heard. Not that it was truly a scary thing to have, but it's just everything that you hear in social media makes you fearful. But it was just like a flu shot. It was just a simple vaccine. It gave me some soreness in the arm for the first 24 hours, and after that, life was back to normal.
And how long ago was that?
This was a week ago.
A week. So you're a week out and you are feeling good.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I got mine December 22, just a little soreness, and that's it.
Okay, Sarah, so we need to go get our vaccine next.
We're in line.
We are in line. But the most important thing is we are allowing to tell us when the green light is, because I think that everyone that is out there helping and saving lives need to be a priority. What do you think, Sarah?
I think that's absolutely true, and we would just want to thank both of you for coming out on Dos Latinas and sharing your story, telling us all about the event coming up, and allowing us to help you present it to the public, because people are going to be excited to be part of an event where we get to share and celebrate our first responders on the front lines. So thank you for being here on Dos Latinas today.
Yes, thank you. So I want to let everybody out there know, thank you so much for helping on the year 2020. But get ready, 2021, because we are not afraid. We have what it takes to move forward. And what it is? Nurses like the ones we have right here in the heart of San Antonio. Thank you so much for all your wonderful support, and thank you to all the sponsors that are sponsoring the Nurse Association and everything that has to do with the hospital industry. Stay tuned and continue following Dos Latinas, because we have some amazing people right here at Bonita Productions ready to tell the story and stories that are making a difference. Thank you. Hasta la vista.